Welcome and welcome back. So if you're new here, you're tuned in to Davis Way TV. If you're not new here, you know where you are. So today's video is going to be on my Valentine's Day hair that I did. It was actually some braids in the front and I had a wash and go in the back. So a coworker really liked it. So she asked if I could recreate it for her. I told her I would. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So what I'm going to be using today is my spray bottle. I'm going to use some coconut curling cream by Shea Moistures. I'm also going to use my leave-in hair conditioner. I'm also going to use coconut and sweet almond oil by Aunt Jackie's. I'm going to use some Style and Shine foaming mousse. I'm going to use my edge brush. I'm going to use my Plain Safe 48-hour edge control for my edges. I'm going to use my boar bristle brush, a rat tail comb with a shorter end, slimmer end on it. I'm going to use my Tangle Teaser brush, as well as duckbill clips. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm going to remove my sleeping cap. And so yesterday, I did take down I recorded my takedown video. And I washed, I conditioned it, and I also deep conditioned. And there's nothing in my hair. It's dry. There's no conditioner, no oils, no creams, no nothing. So this is just regular, clean, washed hair. And I put these little plaits in there so it wouldn't be all crazy this morning. So I'm going to, let's see where I want to start from. Let's start from this side in the back. We're going to take this down. And like, look at these curls, like this little braid out. And that's like with no product in it. That's just like no product at all. But it's cute. I wouldn't wear it out like that. I would wear it out like that if I had put like some oils or like a conditioner in it, like overnight. But I wasn't going for that style for today. So today I was doing this video for you guys. So I just wanted to have my hair more in sections so I can part it easier. Like this right here, like by itself is like super cute though, right? Like that's cute. Like what? Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this part. Okay. So the way I parted it last night here at the top, I just went straight down with my rat tail comb. I just went from the back to the front. So I just made a straight line. I mean, it's probably not super straight, but as straight as I'm going to get it. So I would take that same comb and start somewhere here at the tip, or not the tip, but the middle. And I would drag it all the way down behind the ear or as far back as I want it. And we're going to go ahead and perfect that line. I'm actually looking into my mirror behind you guys, so if you guys see me looking to the side or with my head down, I'm just trying to look in the mirror. All right, so we have this part. Oh wait, I missed a part. My hair's all fluffy now. We're going to finish parting that off. There we go. Grab that. Better. All right. So that part there, leave out this back part. I'm just going to wrap, twist it up into a bun in the back, and clip it out the way, as well as this front part. That is a little crooked. Take that part down. Okay, a little better. So once again, I'm going to twist that up, twist it out of the way, and I'm going to do the same with this section in the front. So I'm just going to twist this. Look at that shine though. Like, okay. Come through, deep conditioner. Okay. So I'm going to wrap that and pin that back as well. Do the same over here. We're going to first take down this back piece. So to all my curly hair girls out there, to all my hair YouTuber family or hair YouTuber world, do you guys recommend a, what is that, a ring light for hair tutorials? Like if you're like really trying to get detailed, like up in the camera like this, like do you guys really recommend that? Or it's either or, like you have to have it or you really don't have to have it? You guys just let me know in the description box below, okay? Because I would really like a bigger ring light. I have one, but it's like a 12-inch, 10-inch one. So and that one's really not as big to like hold my phone. So I do plan on getting the 18-inch one, not just for like hair videos, but just like if I want to do a makeup video or a different type of video. So you guys just let me know if it's like either really needed for like a hairstyle or if it's really not. Because I mean, I did get a new phone and this light on here is like coming through, like for real. So right here on the right side, we're going to do the same as we did on the left side. So I took that braid out in the back and this braid out in the front. So we're going to look to see where this line is right here on the left side, and we're going to basically mimic that on the other side. So take it right where that one ends and then drag it all the way down to behind the ear. I usually like to go behind the ear, no further than that, because I don't like the braids too far back. But if you guys want to go further behind the ear, that's perfectly fine. You can stop wherever you feel comfortable at, or wherever you would like the braid to stop at. And all right, it looks pretty good. We're going to take this back piece and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to roll that up and clip that out of the way. So we have now just this front piece here on the right side, and this is the side that I usually like to start off with because I am right-handed. So it's a little more comfortable for me to start off with this side instead of the left. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. So, but look at this shine though. Like, okay, it's coming through. All right. So this spray bottle that I have here is one of those misting water bottles. So it kind of, you know, it gives a good mist. So when you wet the hair, you don't want it drenched. You don't want it drenched. You just want it wet enough to where it's workable, as I should say, workable. I could do it dry, but when I do that, I tend to rip more of the hairs, and I really don't want to do that. So just go ahead and just give it a light spray. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be super drenched. Just something to where, you know, it's manageable, and you can work with it. So maybe a little bit more. So, okay, perfect. Take my comb and just see if I can glide through that. Okay, perfect. So when I can do that with my comb, when I can glide through it, when I just wet it, that means that's enough water for me. You know, that's more than enough. So now in the hairstyle that I did do for Valentine's Day, I did more of like on the sides, I had it more of a curved braid. They're more curved and different designs. Like I said, I did just kind of freestyle that. But today, for this video purposes, I'm going to do the braids a little bit thicker, just for the ones that are kind of more new to braiding, or if you just need a little more help, you can, that'll be a little better for you guys to catch on and, you know, actually follow on what I'm doing. So it's not like super small or no really trick braiding or, you know, designs or anything like that. So I'm just going to keep it straight with a little more thickness to it. So this end is a little dry. Okay, there we go. So with that moisture in there, I'm going to take my Aunt Jackie's coconut oil. I'm going to put just a little bit in the palm. I don't want it saturated with the oil, like I was saying in my last video. That oil is just really thick. Like, I like it, but sometimes it's just a little thick for my liking. Now, if I do like a big section like this, that's fine. But just like something small, not really. All right, guys. So we're going to comb this all together, and we're going to kind of flip it a little bit to this side here, to the left side. So as you can see, we have that flipped over, and we're going to take this end part here, and we're going to come in from the back, and we're going to go straight down, and we're going to make our line, our part for our first braid. Okay. Part that off. Perfect. Like I said, for me, usually I care if it's like straight, but I mean, if it's not like extra straight, like, come on now. Not a hairdresser. I just do it because it's my hair. So, all right. So we have this part combed out here. All right, perfect. So comb that down. Next, to get those flyaways here at the beginning, we're going to brush that together. So we can go ahead and brush that oil in. But like, look at that. That shine. Like, okay. Now, before I start braiding, this is something newer to me too, but I think it makes the braid looks a little cleaner. So what I do, I take the comb or whatever I'm using to part my hair, and I part a tiny section in the front, just like that, on the same braid. Okay. And then I'm going to tip my hair to the side, my head to the side, and I'm going to put that to the back. So you have this part in the front and this part, push it to the back. And then I'm going to take 3 sections. 1, 2, and 3. So as I continue to start to braid in the front, that looks a little cleaner as a braid. And then as you braid to the back, you just go through and pick up hair. And then when you go through and pick up hair, you bring your fingers all the way to the end of the hair. If not, they kind of get stuck and tangled up. And then if it gets tangled, just go ahead and use your brush or your comb to comb it out. And then, I don't know if you guys can really see this, but I probably could do a video on how to braid. So today I'm not using any rubber bands. So when you get to the end of the braid, just braid a little extra. So you could just leave it down, or if you want, you could put a rubber band on there. I'm not using any rubber bands, so this is how it's gonna look for me. So if you can see that, that is one braid there. Now for me, like I said in my last video, my hair, when I braid it, it doesn't braid really tight because of my hair texture. So I mean, I don't really like it because, I mean, who wants a headache? So that is the first braid there. You guys can see that clearly. Yeah, okay. And what we're gonna do next is just kind of get those knots out at the end, just like that. And we're going to leave that down. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take the same clip in the back and clip it out of the way. So next, we're going to take down that clip again. And we're just going to brush that out, the little knots. You always want to take your time, curly hair girls, you know, so you don't rip your hair out, or, you know, you don't want to rip nothing out, actually. So just take your time with it. And we're going to start our next part. So on each side, we should at least have about, I'm aiming for 4 braids, like I said, because this is going to be, they're going to be a little bit thicker. All right, we're going to comb that out of the way. Comb that side. And for the person that was requesting this video, I really hope you can follow along. I hope I'm showing you correctly, or, you know, if not, I'm sorry, but this is the best I know how to do. And then especially just doing braids on videos, a little difficult, but we're gonna get better. We'll get this. And then brush that section out like you did for the first. Brush that out of the way. All right. And next, we're going to go ahead and part that little bit on the same braid. Push this bigger part to the back. Actually, see, that's a little tangled. A little bit tangled. Actually, no, I forgot my water. Or actually, no, yeah, I did wet that whole section. But it feels a little dry. So I'm going to just a little bit more. I mean, if you guys need more water, if it's feeling like it's starting to dry, just add a little more water. You know, it's not going to hurt. Just add as, you know, however you feel comfortable with the hair, you know. So we're just going to go ahead and part that for the same side. And this part here is going to go straight to the back. All right. Now I'm going to tip my head. Grab 3 pieces. Right here. And one behind. Another behind. So basically when you're braiding, you want to take your middle and your pointer finger always goes behind. So go right behind, and your middle and your thumb are always grabbing. All right, so this is the second braid. So really quick, guys, with my hair, show you guys a little something really quick. And just finish doing like a regular braid. Braid that down, and then Gonna just comb that out. Now I comb this out here because I'm gonna add this to my wash and go in the back. And then we are going to clip that out of the way as well. Now, as you can see, like with the two braids that I did here, how it kind of looks uneven from all this part here. It's just the way my hairline looks, guys. It just goes different. So that's why those braids look like that. So I'm going to show you guys one more, and then I'll come back and do the rest, and then I'll do the last one on camera for you guys, and then from there we'll go ahead and jump to the back. Okay, so we're going to comb this part out here. Still feels wet, so I'm good. And I'm going to take that comb and put that straight down. Boom. And then I'm really not a good parter. I mean, I don't think I've always been, or I've never been a good parter, but obviously it's my hair, so it's okay. Like I said, I'm not a hairstylist. I don't go to the hair shop. Well, I go here and there, but it's been years since I've been to one. So this part I am going to add a little more water. All right, and I'm going to brush that water through. Make sure I soak up all that water and it gets saturated. Now here in the front, I'm going to do the same. Make a little part. Push that to the back. Make it, okay. Ooh, those are my bangs. All right. So I have this little piece here. Once again, I'm going to tip my head to the side and grab 3 pieces and continue to just put one finger behind the other. I don't really know how to explain braiding, but this is how I do it. And just braid all the way back. Pick up the hair and just one finger behind the other. All right. So that's a little tangled. We're gonna comb that out there. All right. And then finish braiding that to where I feel comfortable with it. And like I said, you guys can add rubber bands or whatever you guys want to add on that. And that is the 3rd braid. And we'll push that one to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and finish majority of this side, and then I'll come back to you guys with the last one, and we'll go ahead and work on that back part. All right, guys, I am back, and we are on the last braid. So this is the last one. These are the 4 that I did over here. You know, it's crazy that I'm right-handed, and when I braid on my right side, they never come out as tight as the left side do. But that's okay. So this part, as you can tell, is starting to dry up. You guys can see the fullness in it again. So we're going to go ahead and re-wet that. All right. Make sure we get this end wet. And then brush that through. And then when we finish this braid here, we'll go ahead and we'll do a little wash and go in the back, okay? All right, so we're going to do the same technique. We're just going to part a little piece to start us off. And we're going to take, let's see, 1, 2, and 3 pieces. I'm going to wrap it around. And like I said before, one finger behind the next. And if you guys need to, if you mess up, you could just take it down and redo it. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to, you know, stick with it. Just comb that out. A little tangle there. All right. And then we're just going to finish braiding. All right. Once again, like I said, I'm not going to put any rubber bands in here. So I'm just going to braid enough to where it's not going to unravel. All right, and that's the 4th one on the right side. You see there? And we're going to take out all of our clips. And this side too. And this back part as well. All right. So next we're going to use that same oil. And we're just going to put it on the scalp. Now for me, this is what I prefer. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Some people's hair, you know, don't really like oils, or they don't like oils in the hair. So if you guys are okay with this, you know, go ahead and add it. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be the same oil. You can use a coconut oil, you can use a avocado oil, you can use whatever type of oil you have. And we're going to put that on the line. And then for the back, I'm going to section this part up, like a half up, half down kind of. And I'm going to twist this top. I'm going to work it around. Oops. Twist it around. And now I'm going to go ahead and saturate the back, just so we can get that wash and go portion. And we're going to work it through with our hands, then come through with our tangle teaser from the bottom up. You always want to start from the bottom. And I'm going to add a little more to my root section. All right. And look at those curls, just with water, only water. Like, okay. Curls coming through. Next, we're going to put in our leave-in conditioner. About that much. And we're going to work it into that section. Just kind of do the raking and the praying hand motion. And then next, I'll do the shake. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know if that's what I call it, the shake. All right. And then next, I'm going to add some coconut curling cream. And so I'll add about that much. Now, if your hair is longer, denser, shorter, you know, put as much as your hair needs or how you feel, you know, what you need for your hair. Since I'm doing this in sections, I just use a smaller portion. And then praying hands. Let's see, did I bring that in here? Yeah. And then I use kind of my nightgown that I use to dry my hair with, because I don't use a towel. I usually wipe my hands on here because I don't like the residue. And then I'm going to take that styling mousse and about 1, 2, 3 pumps for that section. And yeah, that's it for that section. And then I'm going to repeat those same techniques on this side. Make sure I get the hair all nice and saturated. And then I brush it with my tangle teaser. Sure I get it all brushed through. All right. Next, I'll go in with my leave-in conditioner. Also, what I was mentioning about the ring light, I was asking because where I recorded, I don't have a window for the natural lighting. So I actually recorded my walk-in closet. It's big enough. It's actually huge. So I record in here. All right. So see those curls? That's just with the leave-in conditioner. The next, I will go in with my curling cream. About that much. And then I'm going to work that through as well. Praying hand motion. And then I'm going to do the shake method. I've always used this method, you know, just coming up, doing wash and goes. All right, and then we're going to do the same 3 pumps with that mousse. And we're going to rake that through as well. That all saturated. And we're going to do the shake on that again. All right. Next, our last 2 sections. So, come to this side. We're just going to take the braided part down for now as we wet this back piece here. Okay, gonna work that in, and then start from the bottom, work my way up, and once I get to the top, make sure it's all detangled. Put them more in the middle. Now the middle of my head, that part right there always says the driest, and it's the hardest to hold the moisture. It's just this part. I don't know why. I just really never know why. So we're going to take those braided parts, and then we're just going to wet them. We're not going to comb them through. We're just going to wet it. Okay? All right. Wet those up. We're going to go in with our leave-in conditioner. All right. And then we're going to break that through. Now with this part, you can put it on the braids as well. Get all of it. All of that in going to do the shake with all of it. So you want shea, then we're gonna shake up. All right. So next we're going to add our curling cream. We're going to add with all of that. And we're going to shake that as well. Okay. Let's give it a shake. All right. That looks good. And then we're going to add 4 pumps of mousse for this side because this side has a little more hair in it. Alright. Just like that. Now, for the Valentine's Day hair that I did, you can go and check out my last video. I'll actually leave it in one of the end cards. And if you want to do that braid style, you can actually go and look at how those braids were braided. Like I said, I did do more of a curved style. I just kind of freestyled on that one. This one here, like I said, I just did more of a straight back, a little thicker, so you guys could follow along better. But we're going to work on this side now here. I put all the braided parts down, and I'm going to saturate this side as well. Make sure you get it all the way saturated, that water. And then I want to just work it in. Make sure I get it like, yeah, this part here, it just never seems to catch no moisture. Like the rest of my hair would catch it. Will grab onto the water, the moisture. That part, it just never will catch it. Okay. Now we're going to brush that through as well. Make sure we get all those tangles out. Like, I love this tingle teaser. I didn't know how much I really like this tingle teaser. Like, usually I'll use my old powder brush or a different detangling brush, but I think I prefer the powder brush. The tingle teaser. And we're going to wet this one more time. Alright. Now we're going to add it all together. The braids and the back part. So once again, adding my leave-in. The same 3 steps. Adding my leave-in to everything. So the braids and the back part. So we're going to get all that incorporated. Then we're going to shake mode. Shake. We're going to shake that. Guys, if I'm a little bit out of focus in this video, you gotta forgive me. Like I said, I'm still new to learning how to work the angles on this YouTube thing. And then we're gonna add our curling cream to everything. So we want to get those ends really good. Alright. Then just kind of play with it a little bit. And wipe that residue off. Alright. And then for that section, we're going to add 4 pumps of the mousse again. Alright. And then we're just going to work that through. Saturate it. Now, as you guys follow my YouTube journey, you guys will see that I do a lot of things different from other people that do hair videos. Definitely, you guys will see that as you guys continue to follow me. And if you guys are liking this video so far, go ahead and subscribe. Make sure the notification bell is on. And okay, guys, let me see. Put the tops on these really quick. And I'll turn around and I'll show you guys how the back is looking. And then we'll finish up in the front. So let me turn around for you guys. So this is the back. Hope you guys can see this. Like I said, this is my most dry spot. And then when I usually like oversaturate or like, you know, add extra to that area, it's always the spot that, you know, gets the gunked up. So I gotta see how I can manage and work with that. All right, guys. So this is the braided portion. Look at that oil. Just right down my hair. Look at that. My forehead. All on there. Did my makeup all cute. The oil just wants to run down. All right. So next, what I'm going to do is going to add my my edge control. And we're going to go ahead and make these baby hairs work for us today. Just kind of brush it back into the braid. So where the braid is, just kind of brush it back into the braid. All right. And then do this next section here. And brush it back into the braid. And then brush it back. And brush that back. And the same for this side. We're just going to brush those hairs down into the braid. So if you guys have a really good edge control that will work for 3C hair or B 3C, yeah, 3C hair, let me know, because like when I put it on there, it's just the hair just curls right up, like it's laughing at me, like, really, are you really trying to stick me down? Like, it ain't gonna work. Like, look at that. Like, it just don't want to lay down. I have used the Got to Be Glued. I'm sorry, the Got to Be Glued hair gel. It does work, but sometimes I don't want edges for like 4 days, 3 days. You know, I just want it for that day. And then if I want to switch up my hairstyle, I want to switch it up. You know, I don't want to leave it in too long. But most of the time I really don't care, because like I said, I don't like to keep edges for days. You know, with like the edge hairs to breathe. And then this front part, sometimes if it's enough hair down, I just kind of brush it back to make it look sleek. All right, guys. That is the end of this video. Let me see if I can get some close up for you guys. See, like, look at this one. It's just laughing at me, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. This one over here is just laughing too. Then the braids on this side. This braid actually came down. All right, and then we have this braid. These braids here. And if you guys like this hairstyle, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the description bar what you guys want to see next. And the things that I've used in the video, I'll go ahead and link them below. All right, guys. I will see you guys in my next video. This did come out super cute though, right? Oh, one more thing. I did forget. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to add some gold clips today. Those little braid clips. I'm going to add those. Sorry. Let's see. Which one are we going to add it to? Let's add one right here. Then we're going to add another one over here in the front. Actually, I'm going to add two on that one. I think it looks cute. All right, perfect. All right, so one there. This braid. And then one on this side. No, I put one on that side. One, two. No, I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, see the braids, they don't come out super tight, but that's okay. I'm gonna work with this today. It's cute. I have errands to run anyhow, so be a cute hairstyle for today. All right, guys. And with that being said, I will leave everything that I use in the description box below. And once again, thanks for tuning in to Davis Way TV, and I'm out.